Hey guys, JT here from lowcodefanatic.com. I recently created an issue tracker dashboard for all the issues that users are having on my apps. I've created a dashboard to kind of unify all of those, and I thought it might be something that you guys would be interested in. So I'm going to show you kind of what that is and how I built it, and it only took me about 30 minutes. So it's something that's really helpful if you have one app or you have a bunch of apps and you want users to submit feedback or issues, whatever it may be, and you want to then access all of those issues in a unified dashboard. Stick around. I think you might like it. I do want to point out that lowcodefanatic.com is my website. I've opened up 5 hours of free coaching. The only catch is that I will be recording the session. So if you're okay with me recording a coaching session, there are 10 30-minute slots. So if you go to lowcodefanatic.com, schedule coaching, click on book now, and you'll see there's a 30-minute slot at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and a 30-minute slot at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully that'll accommodate you wherever you are in the world. That's Monday through Friday. Yeah, feel free. Again, if you're okay with it being recorded for YouTube, feel free to schedule a session. I'll see you there. Okay, so right now, this is one of my apps, and when a user wants to submit feedback, they click on that little caution button there, report an issue, I don't like the app, and then they submit it. So issue submitted, thank you for making promotion ready better, yada, yada, yada. Then we go into Firestore, and this is where those issues go. All of the issues, all of the different apps that I have, all are connected to the same Firebase project, and so they're inherently all connected to the same Firestore. All of them create a document in this issues collection, and the way I distinguish between the different apps is the fields. I have an app field, and it gives me the app name, created at, the issue itself, and the platform. So this just makes it really easy for me to track all the issues across all my apps. And but it was getting to a point where I was getting I think I'm getting more than 10 a week now. So going through all of these in Firestore was becoming inefficient. So I thought, okay, let me create a dashboard that just, it's like I envisioned a data table where it shows me all the fields I care about and then has a delete button. So as soon as I see the issue and I address it, I can just delete it. Easy peasy. This is the solution I came up with. There may be something better, but this works, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, so if we go back to the project, I'm going to go here and go to my issue tracker. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this up so you can see what it looks like. All right, so you can see here that this is what the dashboard looks like. Super simple, super straightforward. I'm not going to be using this on mobile, so having, if I show you this looks terrible, but I'm not going to be doing mobile ever. So data table for me is perfect. If you wanted to use it on mobile, I would recommend doing list view with a card or a container and then all the information you need inside that. That way you can have it mobile. But for me, I'm not going to be doing mobile, so data table is perfect. And yeah, you can see all the text that I need here is available. And then if I don't need it, then I can just simply delete and it's gone. And just to show you, I only have 2 left in my Firestore, so that works perfectly. Now, I'm going to take you to the project and kind of show you what I did here. So what I'll do here is just create a new page, and we'll call this demo, and we'll kind of walk through, and I'll just recreate this for you. All right, so here in the column, we're going to add a data let's go ahead and get rid of this column, because we don't need it. And we'll do a data table. All right. And then in here, you notice we can't add a query to this. So what I'm going to do is wrap this data table in a container. And the container only exists so I can put a database query on it. All right. So I'm going to add that query. I'm going to query the collection. By the way, let me go and show you what my collection looks like. So we have the issues collection, and we have all the fields that I need. So make sure that you do this first, okay? And then I guess take a step further back and make sure that your Firebase project ID that you use for all of your apps. So it's either one app or many apps. It doesn't really make a difference. I use the same Firebase project for multiple apps for my analytics, and in this case for my feedback. So just make sure you copy that project ID, and that can be found in your Firebase overview. Click on project settings, and then you'll have project ID right there. All right, so let's go back, make sure that's in there, and then you will have to regenerate config files. Make sure that you do that, and then you should be off to the races and ready to go. Let me see what this error is. Oh, it's a database. Okay. There's the data table config issue. All right, so let's address that. So first things first, let's go to the container. This is where we can add our query. And we're just going to simply query a list of documents from the issues collection. No limit. Everything, leave it the way it is, confirm. So we want to pull back any and all issues from the issues collection. All right, so now in data table, we need to pull in those documents. So I'll go here to dynamic children. And here we can select the issues documents from the container query right above us. And that's good. I'm just going to call this issue. All right. So now our data table has all of the issues. So now we just have to start mapping things. All right, let's call this app. And let's call this one issue. And then how about we'll do the last one. Created at, and let's do one more. So let me select data table here. All right, guys, I'm not really sure what happened to my audio here, but I'll do a voiceover here. So we're just finishing up the headers. You can see I'm now going to select each of these header text widgets at the same time so I can edit all of them. We're going to give it a different color so it pops a little bit better. All right, secondary background looks good. Let's also make them bold. All right, easy peasy, that looks better. Scratch my head. All right, adjust my glasses. Good. Now, let's get rid of this text widget. I just want to have a button here. Okay. Now I'm going to change the name of this to be delete. And we'll change it to red. That looks better. All right. Good. All right. Yippity. Now, let's set an action on this button. What do we want to do? We want to delete this row. And that's actually really easy to do. Let's just go and select Firestore, delete document. And we have access to the specific issue reference. So I'm going to select that here. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I don't really know what I'm saying here, but yeah, everything looks good. That's pretty much all there is to it. And you know, I'm probably saying something along the lines of you can add more columns to the data table if you need. It's pretty easy to work with. Just remember, if you do want this to be mobile, don't use data table. It looks terrible. What am I doing? I don't really know what I'm specifying here, but yeah, that's it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw it down in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, if you got some value from it, please consider liking and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Just trying to see what I would have done here. What am I talking about? Oh, so I'm mentioning here that I have deployed this to the web for free. It's going to be at that, and you guys can too. So if you need a web app just for you to use, I would highly recommend just using FlutterFlow for that. You can just simply throw a website up and they host it for free for you and yada yada. So this is my live version of the app, and so I can, you know, easily access this whenever I need to, go through some issues, clear them out, delete them, and that's ultimately what I wanted. Something simple, but would make my life a lot easier. So that's that. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. don't forget, if you guys would like free coaching sessions, check me out, lowcodefanatic.com. And yeah, voiceovers are hard because I have no idea what I was talking about at this point, but I look confused. Oh, okay, I'm talking about the coaching. Yes, make sure you check that out. Golly, it's cringe watching yourself. All right, anyway, see you guys later. Bye.